Okay, we are going live again. Okay, so I just wanted to do a very quick presentation. Mainly, this is going to be about MailChimp. So before we get started, okay, if you have any questions at all about MailChimp, about email marketing, do let me know in the comment section. Even after this video has ended as a live video, do feel free to comment, drop a comment on your questions about email marketing or MailChimp. Okay, so generally, I think what I'm going to share with you today is nine key benefits to email marketing. It's not specific to MailChimp, so many other platforms actually, email marketing platforms actually do have this benefits as well. Just that MailChimp is probably a platform that many of us know, and MailChimp is probably the top. Actually, they are probably the top well-known email marketing service providers. For us, we actually teach two different platforms. There are existing clients and customers who are using MailChimp and they are not really keen to switch, or because of their platform's compatibility, which is probably to MailChimp. Okay, so but if you are landing on this video and you're using Shopify, if I'm not wrong, MailChimp is no longer compatible to Shopify websites, so you will need to explore other email marketing service providers. All right, so without further ado, let's get started. I would like to do a quick introduction of myself. I am Charmaine. I'm the founder and Chief Digital Marketing Officer at Sky Digital Agency. I started my first agency back in 2010. We then only provided graphic and web development services, but our services and capabilities grew over the years. And one of the things that we started doing were CRM systems and digital solution, digital marketing and strategies, social media strategies. So Facebook, of course, was one of the biggest things that our clients needed, and many of them wanted to manage their own Facebook business pages. So what we did was we came up for every client that came on board with us. Those who would like us to set up the Facebook business page, we'll set it up for them and we provide the training. And that was when we also realized that we spent a lot of time and effort to put these trainings together, and we wanted to offer it to the public, and we did. That was, I think, our first course to the public was in 2015 or 16, and two courses. Okay, one of them was Facebook, the second was email marketing. We started with two courses at the start when we first started with training, and right now we have more than 8 different courses. I think we have 10 or 12. Some of them are conducted with other training organizations, schools. One of them is Institute for Adult Learning. So we have a create a digital elevator pitch where we teach trainers, coaches, self-employed individuals, anyone who would like to start creating videos on their social media platform, be it Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or YouTube, to get started with elevator pitch. Okay, how to pitch, how to speak, how to record, how to film, how to edit, how to publish, and what are some of the key things to look out for. So we have 3 courses with Aventis. Right now, the course that we have with them is Instagram, MailChimp, and YouTube. Okay, so right now we are packing these 3 courses with Aventis, and one of the things that we do is really want to bring our courses to the different individuals that kind of want to get started. So that's our objective when partnering with all these training organizations. Okay, and the other one is experience and Pronto Maurice. Pronto Maurice is based in Mauritius, so I was there in February to conduct a 3-day boot camp. I was there for a week, partly because I had to arrive 2 days earlier, and I extended 2 days. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There are other organizations I train with, but not on a regular basis. These are the regular ones. Okay, so if you have any questions at all, I have been to Philippines, Indonesia. Under Philippines, we actually have, we conducted something together with PTTC, right? The training center in Philippines, trade center, is it? So I think it's called Trade Center. I can't remember, but it's PTTC, right? Okay, so and Indonesia as well, we were in Bandung. So if you have any questions or you're based overseas, just drop a comment. We'd love to hear from you. And just to get us started, okay? So these are things that I'm going to cover in this this webinar, this Zoom webinar today. And going to share with you broadly why email marketing is important. 5 reasons. I think I have 9 reasons in the end as I was preparing this deck for Aventis webinar. So 3 ways you can generate leads with MailChimp, the criteria for it as well. And yeah, the other things, okay? I hope to walk you through a bit of the MailChimp dashboard as well. So my first question to you is, if you organize a seminar, event for your company or business, and you hope to follow up with your potential customers, how are you going to do it? Okay, share with me in the comments section. Let me know how you would do a follow-up, or do you currently do a follow-up? I have a lot of clients, participants who, when we go down to their events and you know, we were supposed to do observations on how they execute. Of course, we were involved in a little bit of their their marketing efforts, okay, because we were brought in to consult, so we have to do these observations and make suggestions prior and during the consultation as well, and not much follow-up. Okay, so that's my big concern actually with a lot of businesses. How are you following up? Many of you might have said email marketing. Okay, so with email marketing, I just want to touch on this point since we are at it. Number 1, if someone is to give you his or her email database, they are not considered leads. Partly because majority of the time, these people who sell you an email database, they are probably not interested in your industry. So they are considered cold leads, but I don't really consider them leads because they are just emails. Reason because they had no intention to be interested. They had no intention to inquire about these things. You don't know who they are, what's their phase in life, what are their biggest problems, right? So broadly, basically, they are considered not leads, but you should be collecting your own leads, right? Kind of building up your email database. And I'm going to show you 3 ways MailChimp is going to help you to do that, okay? There's some criteria to it, so let's see what is relevant to you, okay? So the potential businesses that you get to know with, let's say you go to networking event, you organize a seminar, this is what we call nurturing leads. Okay, so if they came to your seminar, they sign up for your live webinar via Zoom, etc., they are considered potential business, they're considered leads. But if someone sold you the database, I don't really think that they are leads. But of course, you might have seen telcos partnering or selling their ad space on the envelopes. Banks do that as well. They insert the advertisements inside your bill. Okay, so some say they kind of do this to kind of help with the cost of mailing this postages out. But I think they make more than that. I think it should be able to more than cover their cost, okay, for postage. But they call this targeted, partly because maybe depending on your business model, all right? So, but a lot of them who actually do this are maybe in the beauty and wellness business. So it's more generic, broad-based. You know that, you know, like for us in Singapore, we have quite a number of, not a lot of telcos. We only have Singtel, StarHub, M1, MyRepublic, TPG. I think MyRepublic doesn't do, only does internet, so that would be Circles of Life that does telco, and TPG that just came in, I think, last year. Okay, so these telcos have a database where they are their customers, and they kind of like cross-sell products. Okay, so that's why they charge for it. So if someone's going to sell you like really cheap database, or even if it's not cheap, even if it's expensive, be very careful. They might not even be interested in your products and services. Okay, so number 2, okay, if you launch social media ads, this is one of the biggest problems a lot of business owners who manage their own social media marketing and strategy or digital marketing strategy make, okay? They do not have a follow-up sequence with customers from social media ads. So let's say I launch something called a lead ad form or lead generation kind of advertisement on either Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn, okay? They don't put them through a database to follow up the sequence. They actually just blast out their products, their services, and do, we call it a bit hard sell, direct marketing. So not really recommended. We recommend a email marketing sequence, okay? And that is possible with platforms like MailChimp. You can put it automated, so it can be done. All right. Now, third point, if someone lands on your website, what is one way you can get to know the person's email, name and email? Okay, what can you offer in exchange for that detail? So one of the key things to understand is this. For us, prior to doing this, which is a pop-up, okay, before offering our what we call free ebooks, 10 ways to improve your SEO, 45-minute Instagram training, we collected 0 email leads, right? But when we implemented this, every single year we collect more than 100 emails. So just think of that. These are targeted customers, had the intention to search for something. They were on Google, they searched for your website, they were looking for some form of a solution or service, and they landed on your website. So if you ask for their emails, okay, then you actually can follow up. Either when they first sign up, you follow up more frequently, maybe once a week. Then you can drop the sequence follow up to twice a month, and then once a month, okay, if they don't buy, right? But there are many things to work on in email, attractive offers, attractive subject headlines, many things, all right? But these are 3 key things, okay? And also, if you are doing an ad on live webinar, it's a live, it's not pre-recorded. One of the things that email marketing platforms like MailChimp can do is to send a reminder sequence. So you can send like a week before, 2 days or 3 days before, and maybe on the actual day itself, a few hours before. So those have been proven for a lot of our clients. It has helped them actually increase their turn-up rates, okay? So before this email sequence, their turn-up rate was like 20%. After, actually, it increased to 60, 70%, right? Who sign up through the landing page and they turn up, okay? So that has helped our clients. Okay, 9 reasons, okay? 9 reasons why email marketing is important. At any point of time, if you have any questions throughout this video, please drop a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Okay, 9 reasons. The first 2, it's free for your first 2,000 emails that you collected. But I just want to let you know that you will need a company email. Although they allow you to create an account with Gmail, Yahoo, actually they don't allow you to blast the emails out, because imagine this, they give you 2,000 free, you set up 5 different emails with Gmail and you set up 5 different accounts, then they would actually not be able to earn, right, from their platform. But of course, they have done a lot of measures to tighten this. For example, recently they have updated their plans, okay? Pretty much you might need to explore a bit of the base plan so that you can at least schedule your emails, okay? But that being said, let's move on. It's free for your first 2,000 subscribers. You can send them 5 emails a month because it's 10,000 cents per month for free. You won't make a mistake of CCing everyone. This is, in Singapore, it's a PDPA concern. In European countries, it's a GDPR concern. Okay, so many organizations, I can tell you, I am in databases of government agencies, government initiatives, so many times, every single year, without fail, there's always a company that makes this mistake. And if you use platforms like MailChimp, you have no problems at all, because automatically it's always in the CC fields, okay? So help your business, help yourself, not get into trouble, all right? Number 3, you can generate emails with 3 ways on MailChimp. There are some criteria, but generally 2 of it is quite relevant to you. If you don't own a website, the third option is the pop-up, which I mentioned, but you need a website, okay? So, of course, a website has a lot of other things, which a lot of people used to ask me, like how to rank your website. That is a little bit more SEO, we do have SEO resources on our YouTube channel, so check that playlist out. Okay, I'll try to link it in the description box below as well. Building landing pages for free. So this is actually quite a new feature that MailChimp had. I think it launched only in 2018, if I'm not wrong, and it wasn't to all plans, but now every single person who creates a free MailChimp account, you get this option to build a landing page. And I think it's great, actually. It has helped, when they help people collect database, that helps to improve the quality of the email databases that people collect, and also improve their what we call their servers. When they send out the emails, it will not bounce, right? Okay, but this is a whole topic altogether. But just remember, you can actually build landing pages. It's a one-pager, look like a website. You can add your branding, your logo, and at the bottom or at the top, there's a form. Okay, so we call them landing pages because the focus is to generate email leads and customer leads, prospects for your business. Okay, but of course, what you put in the landing page is very important. It's not just anything. So these are things that we walk you through during the workshop in terms of strategy, landing page feedback, what are some of the do's and don'ts and things like that. Okay, point number 5. Direct marketing. So compared to social media is good. I am for social media. If you take a look at our Instagram accounts, our Facebook accounts, we really pay a lot of attention to the posts that we post on social media. But the question to you is this. If you are forever advertising on social media and you don't think about an integrated solution where you involve generating email leads for your business, the big problem is that you forever need to pay social media, you forever need to pay for Google Ads, and if the price increase, you also have to keep paying. Okay, so a lot of customers or a lot of businesses who have generated a lot of database, actually they really just need to cross-sell, upsell their products, and it has worked very effectively. Email marketing is one of the highest return on investment in digital marketing compared to SEO, what do you call that? SEO, SEM, Google Ads, social media ads. So email marketing top, okay? Reported 3,800% ROI or up to 4,300% ROI by many top agencies who does a bit of research and reports. Point number 6, reports. Okay, what do I mean by reports? Reports are basically a way to tell you the health of your email marketing campaigns and strategy. I would say it is actually very important because a lot of businesses who blast email out from their local Outlook or their mail app on Apple computers, right? Actually, what you're doing is basically just sending an email out, but you don't know whether the person opened, whether the person clicked through, and what was clicked through. So if I have, for example, I have 8 different courses and I put it in my EDM, my email blast, and I send it out to 500 or 1,000 of my customers, I don't know which of these 8 courses are people more interested in because I don't know who clicked what, and I don't know who opened, and I am unable to resend the campaigns to people who open or did not open. All right. For people who open, usually you resend them maybe a special offer if they did not take any action, right? Or you send them additional content, you reward. I personally always encourage our participants, our clients, to reward their best customers. Okay, if you have an e-commerce store, people have been purchasing from you, you will know the e-commerce details. You know how much each campaign actually did, how much each campaign actually bring in sales for you, and you get to reward your best customers, customers who have great lifetime values with you. You can see that LTVs in MailChimp. Okay, it's called short form LTVs. Okay, so reports, very important. And you can resend actually. So I mentioned to you earlier, I have some screenshots to share with you as well. Okay, so and you have the ability to resend these campaigns to those who did not open your emails. Okay, I mentioned to you. So I just bring up this screenshot to share with you what I mean. Okay, so we have 2 campaigns. One was sent on 1st July, 10:15 a.m. The other one was sent at 1st July, 8:15 p.m. Okay, one of the things I like to do is really splitting my database up to company emails and personal emails. And it's possible to do this with MailChimp and many other platforms, okay, email marketing platforms. Why I like to do this is because overall, it actually increased my open rates, okay? If I were to send it at the same time, people who are working, which is their personal emails, they usually will not check their personal emails. So I usually like to send work mails so I can segment them or group them up in MailChimp. This is called segmentations. And I can send it to the first group. So you can see here 87 people actually open the emails. Another blast is personal emails, 57 of them. So total, I had 145 emails open. But imagine this, I can also do an additional segmentation to send my emails out to those who did not open. So out of the first email campaign, 75% of them did not open, right? I can actually resend them and I will add on to my open rates. Usually I resend 1 to 2 days later, partly because if they're on leave or you know, it wasn't a good time, usually we try again 2 days later. Okay, that has improved our open rates dramatically, and it has added on so many open rates. And I can tell you that this is the way to do email marketing. I don't understand why are we putting so much effort in email marketing when we don't have the reports, we don't know how well our email campaigns are doing, we don't know who are opening these emails, we don't know who clicked. Yeah, okay, so point number 8, easy to design. It's a drag and drop feature in MailChimp. You don't need to know design. During the class, we run through with you a design application called Canva, canva.com. Check it out, very easy to design. One of the things during the workshop is we teach you how to create custom banner dimension designs for MailChimp templates. Okay, so that's what we go through as well during the workshop to create your email campaign. Point number 9. Okay, this actually is covered only in our 2-day workshop. Okay, so the 1-day workshop, actually not much time for us to cover this, but usually I will just briefly talk about it. So it's called an automation drip sequence. Imagine this. If you collected your, let's say you're a financial advisor and you collected your clients' emails for birthdays, right? You have this system. I think a lot of advisors have this system to send a greeting, email greeting out, or WhatsApp, SMS notification out to greet their customers happy birthday. Okay, if you think that your financial advisors actually remember your birthday, no, there was some platform, CRM, customer relations system that helps them to remember this. Okay, so actually MailChimp is also considered a CRM system now that we talk about it. Okay, it helps you remember who your customers are, number 1. Helps you understand whether your customers open your emails, whether they are engaged with your emails, content, and things like that. Okay, but one of the automation sequence that I'd like to talk about is this thing like a webinar sequence. Okay, like I mentioned to you earlier, my customer was having this webinar 2 years ago. Okay, so he has been doing purely Eventbrite. So then he somehow just wanted to do a landing page and wanted to hire some agency to come in to helm this, to push this landing page, create this landing page, and he wants to drive registrations through his landing page. And I can tell you the ROI is higher than Eventbrite registrations. The people who turn up was 60 to 70% compared to the Eventbrite registrations. Very high attrition rates for Eventbrite registrations, especially if it's a free event. So his aim was 200. But I told him realistically, we only had 2 months. So realistically, I think we could push for 200, but the people who turn up will be about 120, 140. So true enough, that was the number we went for. And the turn up rate was about 120 people on the actual day. Okay, so we did 3 email sequence for him. He requested for 3. I can't remember, he requested for 3. We only did 2, something like that. So we reminded 1 week before. Oh, I think we did 3. Okay, upon registration, you get a confirmation. And then 3 or 5 days before, you get 1 more. And then 1 day before, you get another email. So this is what we call automation sequence. There are many types of automation sequence. E-commerce is a paid, it's not free. For e-commerce on MailChimp, there's this thing called abandoned cart series. So you get to trigger, so long as people log in, the system will know if you integrate MailChimp together with your e-commerce platform. I think right now you can customize your website, or you can do WooCommerce integrations. So they will send, if someone adds an item, a few items into their cart, they did not check out, an email will be triggered. You can set it up in MailChimp, right? And usually the trigger is 2 hours later. If they have not checked out, they will send one. And then after that, they will send another one 1 day or 2 days later. Usually the 2 days later email will let them know that the website would actually empty the cart. Okay, emptying the cart you might think is a bad idea, but actually it pushes someone to finish checking out. So I think it's a very good strategy. In fact, a lot of big e-commerce platforms, Love Bonito does it. If I'm not wrong, theirs is quite, if I'm not wrong, my friend told me 20 to 30 minutes. I'm sure it's less than an hour, and they clear your cart. Okay, so people like shop, quickly check out. They don't leave it in the cart for too long because they don't want to add the items again back into the cart, or it was sold out. But this is fast moving goods lah, okay? I think they call it FMCG, fast moving consumer goods. So it's a bit different, but generally with e-commerce, you shouldn't keep the items in the cart. You should have some form of emptying cart code. This actually helps you as well because you're not caching too much data in your servers, okay? So you might think that different reasons, but actually there are many benefits, okay? So email drip sequence, this is only covered in our 2-day workshop, okay? All right, 3 ways to generate your email leads. Okay, the first way is through your website. It's called a pop-up script, okay? The beauty about this is you only need to set it up once on MailChimp. You integrate it to your website. The script is, a script means like, it's like Google Analytics, Facebook Pixels, they are script codes, okay? If you know coding, or if you don't know coding, never mind. It doesn't really, it's not that difficult to include the script. You just need to do it once. It takes, if you own a HTML website, it takes like just 15-30 minutes max, okay, to add the script in. You might take longer if you have a lot of HTML pages. CMS pages, websites with CMS, content management systems, it's just very quick. Put in your header or footer, it's done. HTML, you have to do it page by page. If you have 20 pages, you do it 20 times, so it might take you longer. But the idea is that you make an offer. I'll show you 2 screenshot examples of our own pop-up. Okay, like I mentioned to you, we have generated hundreds, more than 100 email leads every single year ever since we included this pop-up. But of course, many people include a pop-up that is not attractive. Then of course they wouldn't generate as many email leads as us because it's not an attractive offer. So people will not want to fill in and give you their names and emails, okay? But if you make it an attractive offer, you will definitely get people who would exchange their content, their details with you. Okay, sign up forms. Basically, a lot of people like to ask me, what is the difference between this form and Google Forms? Okay, Google Forms definitely have the benefits. Only thing is, if you really need a Google form, like the ability to add images, videos to certain parts, segmenting your forms into different pages, letting people know the progress, generating a PDF report, then use Google Forms, okay? The only thing is you have to export your database collector for your Google Forms back into MailChimp. If you use a Google form, MailChimp form, very simple form fields, name, email, mobile address, birthdays. You can have your own customized radio button or checkbox or drop-down field selections, but it's not as dynamic as Google Forms, but you don't have to re-update or upload your database into MailChimp because it's automated, it's linked, it's a form by MailChimp, they host it, and it's what you call always updated. So at any point of time, when you send a campaign, if you only use MailChimp forms, you definitely have a very updated database. The only thing about external forms is you have to export it as a CSV, Excel, upload it, import it into MailChimp and match the database, okay, the columns. Last but not least, is what we call landing pages. I shared with you before. No coding knowledge required. It's a drag and drop, especially for those of you who do not have websites. This is great because you can talk about your different products and services. You can ask for appointments if you're doing social media marketing and advertising. land people on your landing page. Even if you have a website, land them on a landing page, you will see that the conversion rates go up, okay? Okay, this is a pop-up example number 1 from our website. I think I took this screenshot probably earlier part of the year, but we still have this pop-up. We have different pop-up sequences depending on which page you land on. Our SEO ebook is performing the best, okay, out of all the other ebooks, but partly because it's the long-running content. And 4 ways to grow your video, okay? For those of you who say that ebook is not for you, you don't create ebooks, you don't know how to create, you don't want to create, it's actually a good brand recall. Because you have a Facebook cover, you have a Facebook summary of contents, your introduction of yourself. At the end, the last page of your ebook, you can say these are your products and services, your contact details, people can contact you, okay? Videos, you can do videos if ebooks is not for you, but videos, you really need to provide a lot of value. You need to be able to upload it, host it somewhere. You can host it on YouTube, make it a private link, and only provide the link to people who have put in their names and emails. You give them that link, tell them that this is the link to the training, all right? For us, we actually had 4 different videos added to 40 minutes, and this is the link that we give, okay? Link that we give if they fill in their names and emails. All right, so now, type of content marketing, okay? I'm going to tell you a story. And this story involves someone called Alfred, and he's a banker. So his wife is actually a digital marketer. And all along, he had a difficult time to understand what digital marketing is all about. So one day, he had this conversation with his wife, Emily, and he said, you know, Emily, actually, there's this email that I receive once a week from this investment firm that I really enjoy reading. And not only do I enjoy reading it, it has helped me to invest better, okay, as a banker, right? So Emily turned to him and said, because Emily knows that he has a hard time understanding about what she does. So she turned to him and said, do you know what? Actually, this is what content marketing, what digital marketing is about. We're supposed to add value to our customers. It's just that it's in different modes. It's on social media. Social media, there's so many, right? There's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and also through digital marketing platforms like blogging. Blogging will be SEO, search engine optimization, and email marketing, right? So many people are confused about what social media marketing and advertising is, what digital marketing is about. They think that it's a sales pitch all the time, but actually they are confused between a marketing and a sales pitch, okay? So this is what kind of contents that we actually walk you through. 2 things. One is called a buyer's journey. We do that, and we do a bit of content research and strategy. We share with you tools for you to research on contents that you can create that people are interested in, right? Some of us, even for ourselves, when we first started, we are not sure what kind of content people are looking for. So we just create blindly, right? But actually there are many tools available, and although they are paid tools, they have a kind of a trial free tool. Okay, so for you to try out and for you to use the very basic research tools to research on contents that people are interested in your industry. Okay, so I would say that the importance of content marketing is really crucial in anything social and anything digital. So I leave you with this quote: "The best marketing doesn't feel like marketing." It's by Tom Fishburn, founder of Marketomist. Okay, my favorite quotes actually. I always share it in my webinar if it's relevant. Okay, last but not least, I would like to walk you through MailChimp. I might not be able to show you all these things here, but I just want you to know that there are all these features available. Merge text, you can edit. It links from your database, and it will address the person by their name in the emails they receive. But basically, just remember that MailChimp is something that you can get started with. I think if you have other things or other interests, reach out to us. We have other email marketing courses as well, not just MailChimp. Okay, last but not least, just remember that now is a great opportunity to get started. Okay, so I highly recommend, hope that you will get started with this. And before we end, I'd like to tell you a story about 2 friends who went trekking into the jungle. And what happened was this: they met a tiger. And this lesson from this tiger is it goes something like this. Okay, so the friend was looking over to his friend and just saying that, should we make a run for it? Should we run? Do you think we can outrun the tiger? So the friend said, yeah, I think we should run. But the first thing that he did was he bent down to tie his shoelace. And the friend was like, are you crazy? Why are you tying your shoelace? The tiger will just eat you up. So he turned back to his friend and said, I don't have to run faster than tiger. I just have to run faster than you. Okay, so the lesson, of course, is not to give up on your friends. It's to run faster than others. You don't need to run faster than every single one. You don't need to run faster than the fastest person out there with the best digital and branding out there, which is the tiger. You just have to outrun other people. All right, so this I hope you would get started with. Okay, and that being said, okay, I would like to run you through the MailChimp platform just very quickly. Okay, let me see, how long have I been live? All right, I think we'll just go back to MailChimp. Switching my screen. Oh. All right, so I just want to walk you through MailChimp. Okay. So when you log into MailChimp, right? Okay, I need to verify this. Just 1 minute. Okay, the code is not in yet, but I just want to walk you through MailChimp and MailChimp's plan since we're at it. Okay, let's do MailChimp.com. Okay, so MailChimp, I think earlier this year, updated their pricing. So what happened is right now, if you get started free, $0 to you. There are quite a few features that are made free, but there are certain things that now you need a basic plan to get started. Okay, MailChimp code is not coming in. I might not be able to log in. If I'm not able to log in, I would just do the walkthrough another time. Let me see, did I even press? Oh, send SMS code. Okay. All right, it's in 10816. Okay, so basically the pricing is like this. Right now, it's actually Content Studio is basically important because you can upload your PDFs. Okay, so this is great because you can host ebooks on MailChimp. For us, we still host it on our website, but actually it's quite good to host it on MailChimp. You wouldn't accidentally delete the file on your server. Okay, it has happened to us before, many years ago. They have a basic template, but what we do is we teach you how to design. So you really just need the basics. The basic template. Of course, the MailChimp footer is there when it's a free plan once you start paying. But this pricing is not $15. It depends on your email database, okay? How big your email database is. But I think less than 2,000 emails, if you want some of the paid features, it just starts from $15 if I'm not wrong. You have to click through to calculate the price. So yeah, basically you can check it out, okay? But now I'll walk you through the dashboard. Okay, so earlier, remember I told you that you can do many things, okay? You can create an email, you can create a landing page, okay? Right now, you can create a website, but you need to purchase a domain name. I think you have to purchase it with them. If you have purchased it on your own, you should be able to verify it, but that's a bit troublesome. You need to write in to your service domain provider to kind of do a bit of the DNS redirection for you. Okay, so email, landing page, sign up form, There's a pop-up, but it's under audience. Okay, under sign up forms. Okay, this is what we teach you to set up. Okay, subscriber pop-up form. All right, I've shown you 2 examples earlier. Okay, if you want to send a campaign, okay, all right, let's see. Okay, we are also, I didn't say this, but we are also cleaning up our database every single year. We try to do it at least once in 6 months. Mainly what we do is we unsubscribe people who have not opened our last 5 to 10 campaigns. If you think that they haven't opened the last 10 campaigns and they will open your campaign, you can go ahead and keep them in your database, but usually we'll remove them. This helps to give us a more accurate view of the health of our email database and the health of our email marketing campaigns and strategy. Okay, so this is open rates. This is a recent email campaigns sent out. Okay, so this, if I'm not wrong, 11 a.m. Okay, we resend it to people who did not open. All right, so how do you do it? You actually have to duplicate and you can segment them. You can also segment them based on personal emails and company emails. It's not 100% because how we identify emails is at Hotmail, at Gmail, at Yahoo. These are what we consider personal emails, but if they have other things like at iCloud, at me.com, etc., and you do not include them, then you do lose a certain small percentage of people who owns their personal emails, okay? But basically that's the create tool. This is the campaigns. This is the automated sequence that I wanted to show you. So basically there are a few things that are free still on the free plan, okay? Welcome new subscribers, happy birthday. Happy birthday only works if you have asked for their birthdays, a date at least in the sign up forms, and sign up forms is where you manage your fields as well. So if you don't have it, then this you will not see it on your site. Okay, so you need to kind of like trigger this to appear, and we actually show you how to do that as well. And it's for you, you wouldn't have a problem because once you trigger it once, because for those of you who are on paid plans, you might have multiple databases, audiences, they call it. It's like buckets of different audiences. So that's when you have to trigger it on different sign up forms so that you will see this. Okay, so this is the sequence I was talking about. Give it a name. You can do an onboarding or educational series. I highly recommend you to explore this. This has helped automate a lot of things for businesses. You can also embed your, you can embed your form, okay, your website form to your MailChimp so that they go into your database, right? Imagine if someone has inquired with you before, except for those spam inquiry, right? People who spam through your corporate business website. Actually, if you think about it, there is a high potential that they will purchase with you down the road. You just need a proper, enticing, attractive content and marketing pitch, email sequence to kind of nurture them into your paying customers. Okay, so if you have any questions at all, please remember to drop a comment below. I think this is it. Creating campaigns. Let me just quickly show you. This is a YouTube live campaign test. Okay. All right. Actually, you don't really have to worry because it's just greets. The template is just greets. Their design, I usually don't use them. Okay, but okay, basically these are greets. So we teach you how to customize it to a design. Usually I go for the top ones. These are the newer ones. Okay, these basic templates also work, but I don't use them nowadays. Okay, and sometimes it's good to just send text only emails. Actually, they perform much better than emails with images. Okay, so there's a lot of reasons to that. Okay, but I would explain those as well if someone asks in the comments or if someone asks during our workshops. Okay, let me see. Is there anything else to cover? Right, I think I'm done. if you have any questions, okay, comment on them below. All right, we have email marketing course. I think it's always good to get started with a one-day course. Only if you're really interested to, and you're kind of like building up a momentum already, then you can sign up for the 2 days, dive deeper. You just need to pay for the second day. We are okay with that. And I think majority of participants are really much okay with just after the one-day course, except for participants who their businesses already have huge databases. They need to attend the 2 days workshop because they need to find out more about the full what you call that, the features and the functions, okay, the many functions within MailChimp. So and they need to understand what is wrong with their email campaigns so that they can do better, write better subject headlines. These are things we cover. Okay, if you're interested, check out our website, www.skydjalagency.com. Courses tab, digital marketing courses tab, you can read up the full description. So I will recommend for you to join us right now, we conduct it as live webinars. So even if you're overseas, you can join us for any of our courses, right? This is a good time. Changes are opportunities. Okay, so I am done. Thank you so much for joining us this live video. Do give it a like, a thumbs up, do share it with your friends if this video has been helpful. And I look forward to seeing you at our next video. We go live every week and we have new videos every Tuesday. It's being scheduled for every Tuesday, but live videos, we go live every 2 days a week. And we intend to do at least one live, but because right now we have so much content, we are going live at least 2 times a week. Okay. Thank you for joining us.